Indeed, it's Rapid Read a Psalm a Day with Pastor Steve and Pam. We are in Psalm 133 today.
Thursday,
Hello.
September 10th.
Here we are. 9:10, and we are in Psalm 133. It is a short psalm. It's only
but I have lots to say.
3 verses, so we're going to disappear for a second, and we're going to read this.
It's
and then
so good.
We'll be back to discuss it with you. Don't worry, we're not going away for long. See you in a second. Okay, here it is on your screen. It's titled, When Brothers, I could say, and Sisters, Dwell in Unity, a song of ascents of David. Behold, how good and pleasant it is when brothers dwell in unity.
It is like the precious oil on the head, running down on the beard of Aaron, running down on the collar of his robes.
It is like the dew of Hermon, which falls on the mountains of Zion. For there the Lord has commanded the blessing, life forevermore.
I feel a song coming on.
Well, first we have to get us back on the screen.
There's always a song coming on with this verse our whole lives. Here you go.
Okay, so Psalm 133 is important because it's the only Hebrew I know. I know this
This is true.
psalm in Hebrew.
Ready?
Hine ma tov u'manachem.
That's my favorite part.
Shevet achem gam yachad.
Behold, how good and pleasant it is when brothers dwell in unity.
That's the
what
song.
that
That's that verse. That's that song. I sang it to you in Hebrew.
Dwelling in unity. Here's some couple notes I took on that. Dwelling in unity.
I sing the song. She teaches the notes.
It's not just not quarreling or not talking bad or not stirring the pot, but it's the replacing of that by living in unity and cheering and encouraging one another. So like our family has always been Team Thatcher. Look, I even have does it say it?
There it is. Go back this way.
There it
There
is.
you go. Team Thatcher. Now look at the camera so you can smile.
Shout out to
Okay.
North Trail Designs. And I have to jump out of the screen and show you this too. And there's my Team Thatcher cup. See that? We are very Team Thatcher at our house. Our family is very into be each other's biggest cheerleaders. Be the ones who encourage and speak life into each other. There's a whole world of people out there who can talk smack and who can talk negative and be critical about you, but not at our house.
That's right. In fact,
For me and my house, we serve the Lord.
every time we're visiting with specifically my daughter, and Pam is cheerleading on my latest sermon and putting it in the top 10 of all times, she says, Mom, every sermon Dad preaches you think belongs in the top 10. But that's how it should be, right?
I love to cheer for my favorite pastor and husband. I love to cheer for my daughter, for our 2 sons, Josh and Jeremiah. I love to cheer for our in-law kids, Dimitri and Amber. I love to speak life and encouragement into them, to pray over them, and for our family to live in unity.
Unity.
Yes, so Team Thatcher. And it's
We
the
actually had
same-
friends who lived in unity for many, many years.
It's a town.
Pastor family, the Schnetz,
In
lived
Oregon.
in Unity, Oregon. So they lived in unity and their church was in unity. They couldn't help it.
But the same thing is true for our church family. Our church family needs to live in unity, and we need to be the ones who encourage each other and speak life into each other and give that word of encouragement and champion each other. That's the word Jeremiah always uses. He champion.
Because the world will know
Champion
we are
each
his
other.
disciples by our love one for another.
That's right.
unity.
They don't
And
know.
What's it like when we do it, according to verse 2?
It is like precious oil on the head.
So the priest gets anointed with oil. It's kind of a spiritual thing, but what do you get from this verbiage?
Okay, I wrote down the holy and precious oil. The holy oil, our love must be holy, and we do everything in the name of the Lord. So before we do something, are we doing it holy in the name of the Lord? Like, are we going to say, I'm going to be mean to you in the name of the Lord?
I'm going to slander you in the name of the Lord. I'm going to talk and gossip about you in the name of the Lord.
Isn't that just ridiculous? You wouldn't say that and then gossip about the person, but yet, even if we don't say that and we're slandering or gossiping or being mean or unkind, we are doing it in the name of the Lord if
We are representations of
Yes.
Christ, his ambassadors.
so. That is a super important
So it needs to be holy,
thing.
and you said it also needs to be
That's right.
precious.
Precious, costly, and perfumed. We're costly
Perfumed.
because we're bought with a price. And then we choose our scent. Do we smell or do we stink Like, do you stink up the place when you leave it? Or when you leave a room, have you left blessing and encouragement
The Bible
in
says,
life?
after 4 days in the tomb, Lazarus stinketh.
So you get to choose. You get to choose if you're the person who leaves blessing when...
The smell of life
or the smell of death and stink. So that's just something really important to remember.
And then I have something to say about verse 3. Okay?
Okay.
It says, it is like the dew of Hermon which falls on the mountains of Zion. So Hermon is a mountain. So that is mountain dew.
Oh.
Do you get it?
I do. And do you refresh others? Because dew is refreshing. So do you refresh others when you're in their presence? I've been just around you so long.
The most refreshing dew is the mountain dew. It falls on the mountains of Zion. And that's what we want to be. We want to be, we talk about this a lot. We want to be a blessing to everybody we'd come around. When we leave, we want people to be refreshed and to have been blessed to have been there, not to have endured time spent with us. That's what we want to do. Mountain
And when we take this all back around up to the beginning of the first verse, when living in unity, we can kick that back over to Mark 3:25 that says, a house divided against itself cannot stand. So we can't expect our families to stand if we're not walking in unity.
Our church to stand.
We can't expect our church to stand
Gotta
if
be
our
unified.
church people aren't walking in unity. And instead of stirring the pot, are we sweetening the pot? Are we making that conscious
We
effort?
are one in the
And then we can
bond
be
of love.
Team Jesus.
We are one in the bond of love.
And when we live in God's command of this,
we have
it
joined
brings
our spirits
blessing.
with the Spirit of God. That's unity. We are one in the bond.
For there the Lord has commanded the blessing.
Thank-
Living in God's command brings blessing.
Blessings to you all. Back tomorrow with more
Praises.
Rapid Read a Psalm a Day. See you later. Bye.